Good afternoon, members of the board. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity today. Unfortunately, I've become ill with the flu and hope you can excuse my weak voice during this presentation. As I've been directed by my doctor, I've stayed home for 5 of the past 7 days, but it is my wish that you see my passion and enthusiasm through this video from my home to support the Chinese International School community. 51 years ago, the Beatles wrote, "I used to get mad at my school. The teachers who taught me weren't cool. You're holding me down, turning me around, filling me up with your rules." I think it's interesting how maybe even still today, students feel this way. Integrating technology will help develop new approaches to teaching, from collaborating on interdisciplinary projects to providing students this opportunity that they crave to explore tools that are not just simply their phone. It is their way to communicate with a wider community. Integrating technology will allow yet another way to engage students and teachers. And this is a good example of my instructional leadership philosophy, where the greatest challenge I face is in conveying the importance of problem solving to students. As future leaders, they're responsible for creating technologies to reduce our carbon footprint, finding peaceful uses of atomic energy, and supporting our aging population. I motivate students by collaborating with them and providing them choices in how they learn and how deep they will go within a concept. This is the driving force behind my instructional leadership philosophy and how I will approach working with adults. They are the teachers, they are the future leaders, and they're responsible for creating these environments where students can create technologies to reduce our carbon footprint, find peaceful uses of atomic energy. I need to motivate teachers. And this will happen through collaborating with them, providing them choices and how they learn and how deep they will go within their practice. A good leader needs to be in touch with all those that they work with, students, parents, and staff. It would be my role to recognize that many of those I work with want to continue to learn, grow, and feel a part of a team, and to be challenged. A good leader will tap into what others know, recognize the intelligence of those around them, and empower them to solve problems in ways that they might not have envisioned on their own. As so much within education is changing, from new tools becoming available to the new and sometimes not even thought of jobs that our students must be prepared for, harnessing everyone's abilities, being open to innovation is what is needed in today's schools. I'll foster an environment where all feel respected for what they bring with them every day, their natural talents, those things that they love to do, and do them with joy, ease, and confidence. It's tapping into those talents through challenges we collectively set, or those that they choose on their own, that will help them know that they can grow, be successful, make a difference, and be appreciated, especially for their effort, success or fail. Technology will help develop new approaches to teaching, from collaborating on interdisciplinary projects to providing students an opportunity to explore these tools they use. Here's a sample project-based learning opportunity that I've created. It's called "Are You a Typical 6th Grader?", where students calculate the ratios of a scale model in art class. They learn scale drawing in math class. They discuss the rationale for which measure they're going to choose within their foreign language class, and they create a digital story in English class. This is realizing that there is real support, and students start to feel this, and they get this motivation coming from all around them to succeed. Here's a sample of that project.
It feels like a perfect night.
And as this is playing, you can see these students are fully engaged. Parents start to see these digital stories, and they get a new sense of how educators are not simply trusted with watching over their children, but trusted to challenge them academically. They're asked, in a sense, to give teachers and students both some space. Teachers to teach and give their best work, and students to learn, make choices, fail, try again, and see learning happening in a way very likely different from the way that they experienced growing up. Teachers are passionate about their subject, but it doesn't mean that they don't like other subjects that the students have. And planning rich project-based learning opportunities will build community within the staff. It'll give a sense of relief to some teachers who might have shied away from interdisciplinary projects as they were worried that they weren't expert within those other subjects. But some will also find some joy about learning about these other subjects that students have. On the student side, they're going to be able to take advantage of tools that they've had since they were 2 years old. They might also find that subjects that they might not have liked or felt that strong in are more accessible, as subjects that they do like are seamlessly intertwined with it. Research is going to play a huge role in improving our practice. It will engage us in critical thinking, which is necessary to evaluate, reflect, and progress our practice. Participation in such research can potentially enhance each staff member's abilities. We'll analyze data that will allow us to learn how programs or strategies like project-based learning and digital stories are doing, and to consider new programs, initiatives, and strategies to improve educational practices. We'll open this up to the wider community, sharing it with parents. As we are in the child development business, research conducted should be used to measure the extent to which students have learned, grown, and progressed. I've been hired to work at Chinese International School, and coming to CIS is very exciting. CIS opened up in 1983. It's located in the heart of Hong Kong. It's a dual language school with Chinese and English, and offers the IB, International Baccalaureate program, at all levels. CIS aims to empower students to develop the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and personal qualities they need to participate effectively in life in the 21st century. By being inquirers who think critically and creatively. Having been hired as the educational technology specialist, I'm tasked with supporting all teachers and meeting the CIS mission that includes integrating technologies and real-world problem solving. On the CIS website, we proudly describe how we learn from each other and bring out the best in each other. I recognize that a critical leadership skill includes not simply sharing what I know, but also tapping into the natural talents and knowledge of others so that they can achieve the CIS mission and vision in a way that works for them. It's amplifying the intelligence of others, emboldening them with the autonomy to solve problems with new processes, to be innovative, and to meet the growing demands of our students. That is going to be key. There are 3 groups of teachers that are described at CIS. The first one is the fighting one. When they see a challenge, they take it on, and these teachers have taken on STEAM, project-based learning. They seek challenges, and these are the new leaders at the school. They're those who fight, they oppose change, they find comfort in the past, and they're really proud of their test scores and their students' test scores. But I find that they're motivated by modeling. And then there's the third group that is waiting on the majority. They're confused, but they're quick to move to one side or the other. As a leader, I recognize these 3 groups, and they remind me of the responses that can be triggered when the brain is confronted with a challenge, the fight, flight, or fright response. My role as a multiplier for those that take on the fight will be continue to lay down a challenge that stretches these teachers and generates a belief that challenges can be achieved. Those that are opposed to integrating technology or project-based learning, this is a major critical point to instructional leadership, and it involves modeling. Remember that I could be the most powerful role model, but also the teachers are passionate about their subjects. When I applied for this role, I advocated for being able to teach a class as well as serve as the education technology specialist, knowing how powerful modeling can be. It's going to allow me not only to model the strategies that I share with teachers, but those that might want to share some strategies that they've been too afraid to do, I can then model for them. When teachers see me take risks, perhaps fail, learn from it and try again, they might take some risks too, make errors, learn from those errors, and try again. As a multiplier, I'm going to tap into their passion and native genius so that they have even more motivation to participate and maybe even become role models themselves. For those that have been on the fence, I will strategically plan collaborative cycles with others who have been hesitant, as well as teachers that are trying to integrate technology or plan project-based learning opportunities. As a multiplier, I'm going to let these teachers know that it's their effort that matters the most. A major point is going to be centered around these collaborative coaching cycles, which is offered to all. But those who come to me will be involved in a 6-week cycle. We'll have a pre-conference, an in-class lesson, some reflection time, and then a post-conference. And this allows, as a nice cycle, when I come in each week, this is the cycle that happens each week within the 6-week cycle. It really is important that we have that pre-conference that includes finding what student goals and goals that they have, focusing on the class lesson, taking time to reflect, and then meeting for a post-conference. Some options that they have, and these are the collaborative coaching choices, are one teach, one support, parallel teaching, alternative teaching, station teaching, even team teaching, or one teach, one observe, and ultimately their voice, their choice. They have all these options that I will present to them within the 6-week cycle. And these 6-week cycles are key because it allows us to focus for a short period. I leave for 6 weeks and then come back and see how they've progressed towards their goal. And we work again on another 6-week cycle. This is my support for them, and only those that come to me hoping that others see the success happening, they hear other teachers talking about it, getting excited about working collaboratively, integrating technology, creating project-based learning opportunities, and then seek out some support too. There's going to be an opportunity for all teachers and me to assess our progress. And this is key. We can do this quarterly through integrating planning meetings. I will have a check-in for how teachers feel after our 6 weeks. Students should be engaged in project-based learning opportunities, and we should be able to see that students are actually involved and they're fueled by this opportunity. Where they fail, they try again, experiencing some success, reflecting, modifying if necessary. I'll have some formal surveys and interviews of teachers involved in the cycle. I'll have surveys from my administration based on my job description. And informally, teachers will begin to hopefully share their learning. If I see that teachers are now taking this opportunity to share with others what they're doing in their classroom or with me, that is fantastic. And that's going to be a good indicator that there's some success taking place. So, a passionate teacher with an unwavering belief in the potential of all children and a successful principal said, "So what, now what?" I've addressed some of the problems at CIS. The so what. We're now not unprepared for them. I've provided some solution. The now what. I look forward to continuing to make a difference at CIS and helping tackle the now what with you. Thank you for this opportunity and have a great day.